Hey guys, welcome to Choose Your Own Path. So the next video we're doing is we are going to put the epoxy on our succulent flower holder. This time what we're going to do is we're going to use a automotive resin. This automotive resin is green, and what we're going to do is we're going to cover the whole entire flower holder. But then when it dries, we're going to just sand it off. So what happens is all the colors should stay in all the cracks. So we're just using our pour on like we usually do. We're going to start off by, we got a measuring cup here. And we don't need tons of it, but we need enough to cover the whole amount. So we're going to use about 40 mLs. And that would be the hardener. Like I said before, it doesn't matter which one you put in first, or I don't care which one you put in first, it's just the way it goes. And then this is the resin part, so we'll put another 40 of those, which makes 80, like so. Okay, and I also want to show you guys a new friend that we got. This is George, number 50,000. He's huge. He's my new spider. I don't know if you can see him. He's cool. Mascot of the year. So the first thing we're going to do is mix our epoxy for about 2 minutes. And then we're going to transfer it into this clean pail. You want to make sure it's really mixed up. Very good. And then we'll keep on mixing it in there. And the amount of resin we're going to use is going to vary on the color we want. If we want it dark, light. It's a darker resin, so we'll definitely have to go a little darker. Now this is automotive resin, so that meaning it's made for cars. But I've done one of these before that I've said that I gave to my friend, and it turned out really well. So we're gonna give it a go again, and then we're gonna let it dry for, well, tomorrow night, and from there we're gonna basically try the flowers in it, or the plants, the succulent plants. We have both of them. We have the one right there I was showing you guys. There's one right there, and you can see that one right there. That's the one. It's ready to go. This is going to be totally different. So we're going to just pour this in to the clean bowl. Very simple. Try to get it all in there because it's equal amounts in both. So you want to get as much as you can. We will have a lot, but that's okay. That's going to be fine because we're going to give it a good coating. And like I said, after that, we're going to sand it right down. Okay. So we'll just keep the string stick. It's still good. Dispose of your stuff. Okay, now when it comes up to the epoxy, or the tint, we're not sure exactly what we want for amounts, but we want to make sure that we gave it a good stir. This stuff really smells, and it's been in here for a while. So we got a nice green. So all we're going to do with this is we're just going to add it slowly but surely, just by dripping it in there. You can see there's a dark green in it, kind of a light green. You'll see the difference. So here we go. We're just going to add, as you can see, we'll add a couple of spots in there for now. And all I'm going to do is, like usual, I'm just going to spread it on. The cheapest form of pigment that you can get would be makeup. Believe it or not, that's one of the cheapest pigmentations you can use, and you can use that if you want to save $1. This was given to me, so I figured I'm going to give it a go and use it. use as much as I can. The green is really neat when this dries. You'll see the difference. People don't know that you know, they go out and buy from the stores and all that, which is fine if that's what you want to do. You want to support a business, you can do that. But pigmentation is actually just like makeup. I found out about that through one of the YouTubers. I can't remember his name, but he was actually really informative about it. And it does the same steps as, say, buying I guess the more expensive ones that you do get in the store. So save yourself $1 and find some, I guess makeup would be more like, I'm thinking it'd be more like eyeshadow. That's a good form of pigment. And this stuff is very messy, so make sure you're outside, well ventilated. That's very important. You can see how the green just comes off of my cloth, or off of my rag. But there's another trick to doing this after, guys. Once you have it spread on like this, what you're gonna wanna do is, just with your gloves, you're just gonna wanna spread it. So you're gonna wanna wipe it all over, okay? Nothing fancy about it, nothing hard. That's why we're just laying this on, I guess you could say we're laying it on thick. And all we're gonna do is gonna rub the rest. Put some on your hands, grab it, and just rub it on there. Look at that, isn't that cool? That green effect. I think that looks good. And I think it's gonna look really good later. One of the things I didn't say is, when you're using epoxy and you're playing with wood, it cuts easy. So I would always recommend, if you can, double, triple glove yourself. So hope everybody's good, everybody's having a good day. Don't forget, you guys, check out my other videos. There's a 200 sub giveaway that I'm doing. I really like to hit 200, and I also really like to share what I have. You guys can, you know, maybe win a piece of my cottonwood that I have. And I'm thinking, you know, once I get over a certain good amount of subs, it won't be every 100, it might be even less. I might start giving away some of my products like that. I think a giveaway is a good way to keep people interested. It's a good way to, you know, invite others in. We all like to have you guys come and check out what we're doing. Nothing wrong with that. Would love to have lots of people on board. Even if you're not watching the videos every day, you could still catch them whenever you're not busy. That would be cool. I would do more of this if it was like really popular in demand. I would have no issues doing this, because this is really, I think this really looks good. Like, you could just see the green in it, but you really want to wipe it in there. You really want to get those colors into the cracks. And we're also trying to, you know, cover every little piece we can, because we want this to be outside. And if it's outside, it will last for a long time. We want to make sure of that. All right, so what I did here, very simple, is I just put a bunch of screws. I just put a bunch of wire on it. This way, the bottom, when I'm laying my epoxy on, it doesn't lose any of the epoxy. It doesn't stick to a table. It's kind of the way to do it, guys. You just want to, like, I mean, I would hang this thing, but with pieces like this, they may want to drip more than they need to. I don't want it all over my shop. This way I could just put it on like so. And you can see that it's off the bottom. And that's exactly what we want. Now again, this stuff takes, well, take up to 72 hours for it to cure. So I mean, yes, we have a lot of time for it to dry. We don't need to hit it with a torch, I think. And when this stuff dries, it will dry solid. Like, we're talking solid like a rock. And if we like the color of it, we may just leave it as it is. and then maybe give it a light sand. Don't really have to, because usually it's an outdoor product. I think it's going to look really good. I will have this video posted up, and then when it dries tomorrow, my daughter and I will we'll set the flowers in, and we'll show you guys that. So guys, don't forget, if I can do it, you can do it, and choose your own path. That's what we're here for, right? All right, thanks for watching. Hey guys, welcome back. So, update on the flower pot holder, the succulent flower pot holder. Yeah. Shop kitty. She wanted to come outside. It's pretty early in the morning. It's only like 6 in the morning. You can see it's pretty dark out. I'm up early. It's Saturday. Yay. So, I wanted to show you guys what we got going on here. So we put the epoxy on it. Alright. Now, one thing about old dryer wood with lots of cracks in it is you can see the epoxy. In the earlier video, or you can see how nice and green it was and everything. The epoxy, let me just get you guys around here. The epoxy soaked into the wood, and you can see the green just disappeared. So, is it a fail? No. What we're looking at is now it's top coated. So, like, we wanted like that, but really darker green to come out. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna add another top coat to it with more of our auto resin. Okay. It's just something that I was given to by a good friend of mine, and we're gonna add another coat to it after this and see what happens. It should have now a solid base, we'll say, and be able to really pull the color out. Maybe we didn't add enough pigment to it. I only added a couple of little drops. I was experimenting. There's really no formula to it, but you know what, I guess it needed a little bit more. The plan was to cover it, have some color, and then sand it down, and then the color would stay in all the little cracks, but it didn't do that this time. I noticed that because even with these guys here, it's old wood, right? So old wood, it'll suck in a lot of, I even put like a wood stain on it, or a wood protector. Find a product that, if you're going to cover your wood before you do epoxy, find the product out there that really seals it so that it doesn't allow it to soak in. That's pretty much all I can say. So we'll get set up, and we're going to have to add another part to it. Alright guys, so we're going to restart it over by putting more, but this time we're going to go with a blue. So the blue is a little bit darker, just to see what happens. It almost looks black, but it is. Going to slap it back on there. Nice thing is to have the Lazy Susie with you. This is actually a really good tool for us. You don't have to worry about it. You just kind of turn it around. You know what I mean? Just easier. Now you can see the color change already. Now look how shiny that is. That's from the wood to the automotive with the epoxy. So this piece is going to turn out kind of different. We're going to give this guy a little bit of color. Just because we can, and we have extra. Done putting the epoxy on. We still have, we don't have really much. So if we want, we'll just cover little spots here and there. Just because we can. and that's why you don't. You should always wear 2 gloves. Alright guys, so that's all we can do with our epoxy finish. Definitely went dark as I was wanting the first time. And again, you know what, it's your project, do what you want. If you're looking at selling it, keeping it, you know, it's up to you. So put your hands in the way. Oh, just so you can see, you can definitely see it went from a wood color to a real crazy blue. Almost looks like rocks now. You know? I don't know. Let me know what you think. I like it. I really don't care if anyone else doesn't like it, but I like it, and I think it's different. Different's good. I'm different. Don't forget, guys. Like, share, subscribe, check out the cuts all. Choose your own path. That's all I gotta say. This was fun. Haha. It's fun. It was good. So, yeah, go ahead, get out there, you know, show me what you got. Show me what you're doing. Set me up on your page if you're an artist of sort. I'll check it out. All right, guys, have a great day. On to the next.